Hey, hey, hey!
Hello, beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
Yes.
It's your country boy,
And your city girl,
Eric
and Elaine.
of E Square,
Yes.
right? We
Woo.
are here.
We are here.
We are up in this place.
I was just going to say up in this piece.
Up in this piece there.
We are here. We are fabulously, wondrously, thrillingly. And do I need anything? All of that, right?
Yes.
But we are excited for another Thursday.
Yes.
To be with you.
Be with y'all.
Yes.
All right. Shout out to Dawn. What's up, sis?
Hey,
Dawn!
What's up, sis? Yes, that's my sister, y'all.
How you doing?
Yes.
Y'all been clowning and going on. Just wait till me and my man get together.
What? Why is he getting on here starting mess with? Listen, not too much on my Dawn.
I'm just saying.
I got you, sis. I got you.
I be feeling like a little roast, so I ain't gonna go too far now. If I feel like I need a little
roast, a little beef.
She take me back to Pop, Vivian.
Woo! Yeah, he's starting something.
So what
she said, "Wait, like? What?" All right, y'all. Y'all know what to do, right? Go ahead and grab you a nice glass of something.
Something.
Right? Y'all see, we're trying to do it much healthier. And I can't even say that, right? Because
much more better.
Yeah, but it's just the season that we're in, and we've been kind of we did a cleanse. We can tell
we did.
America, right? We can tell our friends. So we've recently did a cleanse and all that good stuff, and
fast 21-day fast.
Yes, and so some of us are nice and thinner.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
I said us.
Yeah, I don't know about me.
I don't know about me.
The prayer of Jabez is still going on around my ways, like I told y'all before.
Tis not
my
so.
My ways is.
Tis not so.
I want you to do the other one. Go to the other one.
Okay.
Close out of that one.
All right.
And we'll go to the other one. Yeah, come on in, y'all. Who else I got? I saw I got 8 people.
And
shout
join us.
Announce yourself in the old chat. Hey, that's Nadia. See, I'm not seeing all of it over here. Nadia.
Hey,
Denise
beautiful.
Holmes.
She's married now.
Washington.
She's married now.
No, that's a different Nadia, baby.
Oh,
that's Nadia in Washington. That's from
Washington,
New England. Yeah,
yes. Yeah. Hey, Nadia.
I want to say Baltimore, but I know y'all moved.
Was it? No, it was Washington. DC.
Yeah, DC. But I thought they moved. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight about it. You know what?
Help us out, Nadia.
Since I won last.
You did not win.
I won last week.
No, you did not.
You just choose to identify as someone who decides not to respect.
No, you did not win.
The fact that you lost.
Anyway,
come on, you want to bet?
So
don't say it yet,
Nadia.
All right, I say Baltimore. You say DC.
I say DC.
All right. Now, Nadia, give us the lowdown on it.
Where were y'all living when we met?
No. Don't say about what. Don't try to add the stuff. Yeah, Maryland. See that?
So Maryland where?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Maryland.
I got the.
Isn't it Maryland? Maryland in DC?
Baby, DC is DC.
I say isn't it Maryland in DC? Oh, see, she said not Baltimore. See?
Okay, see. So neither one of us won.
Just like last time.
No, I won last time because I said green and it was green.
Anyway,
Nadia, tell the truth, shame the devil.
Thank you, Nadia.
She in a suburb of Baltimore. Baltimore is less than 5 minutes away.
No, sir. No, sir.
She just doing that just to try to be on your side.
Anyways.
Yes.
Well,
I got John Nash. John Nash. I can see his.
He made it in.
Yeah, he made it out of jail. Yeah, Nash, you made it out of Facebook jail.
And now you're putting him back there.
Uh-oh.
John, I'm sorry. Mr. Nash, my apologies. Welcome,
brother, because I know he got some things to say. He gonna blow this chat up.
Oh my. Right,
talking about that 50-50.
Doing this in.
Anybody know that old song? I can't play it because I don't own the rights.
Won't you sing a line or two?
Some of that old Teddy Pendergrass.
Who
know that Teddy Pendergrass?
Now you know anybody that say.
Oh, see, she is so biased. She is so biased.
Thank you, Nadia.
No, I'm in Southern Maryland, near DC. No, either you in Maryland or not. Now I'm not saying Baltimore, but at least I got the state right.
But still, she's near DC though. Thank you.
Anyway.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
Anyway, so look, hey, glad to have everybody in here. Whoever else is in here, chime in, shout out. You know, we want to shout you out. We're gonna acknowledge you. Glad for you taking some time out.
And John is coming in here being messy.
He's
talking about me, I'm so messy.
Well, I mean,
really, John? Really?
I don't see anything with the.
See,
I'm not registering.
I'm not going through that.
Anyway, so if you want to talk about, anything about 50-50, we want to find out about what's going on in your relationship as far as 50-50. Now, before we go in there, we mentioned one of top 10. So I couldn't put, it was too many words in there, so I took the DI. So don't trip on me. One of top 10 ways to destroy your relationship.
Top 10.
Right? One of the top 10 ways to destroy your relationship. What does 50-50 have anything to do with it? Yeah, there you go, John. John say it's good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. What did he say at the end of that song? No.
John don't know.
John be at all kind of trail rides, motorcycle rides, rides.
So he should know.
John know.
Okay. Well,
here's the first lyric of the song. That's right.
Yeah, we got the first lyric. We appreciate you for sharing the first lyric.
Yeah, but at the last of the song, he say, "It's got to be, hey, that she is the woman who I get part of my stunning good looks,
Mama."
Yes, the one and the only. If you go to YT on yours,
okay,
and that way we can see their the comments over there because I can't see the comments over here.
Let's see.
Yeah, my wife is using up all the internet space because she got 50 tabs open on her computer.
That's how I do.
Go to it right there. Yeah, right there.
That's how I do.
And then you can
what
see
I do. All right. I think we're good now.
Yes. 50-50 love. He say 50-50 love. That sounds good, y'all. Is that equal? Somebody talk to me. Tell me what's up. Tell me what's up with the.
Okay, so.
Hey, Val. Shout out to Val. All the way from Brazil.
Val, yes. Hey, beautiful. And Leandro. Because I know he's with her.
I ain't gonna say Don. How can I delete these messages? This stuff she talking about the bus and all this here. Probably trying to get you to throw me under the bus.
Right. Yes, that can be done. That can. No, I'm teasing. Okay, so we're talking about the top 10 ways to destroy your relationship, and 50-50 is what is normally said that it takes and it's required to make a relationship work,
Yeah.
to make a marriage work, to make a friendship work, right?
Right.
Is that true? 50-50? Or what are we now saying? Because see, so much changes over time. We've got the
Right.
Urban Dictionary now, and it has changed and redefined so much of what used to really be. And I'm not gonna say, but it's just changing a whole lot of stuff. But I'm just not sure about the 50-50.
Wait a minute. Nadia say that's her side of the 50-50, right? 50 tabs. Talk to, oh, yeah. 50 tabs open and yeah,
Nadia.
yeah.
We
What
were
the
like,
rest?
okay, but you got me though. That's just
That's her part of the 50. Taking up all
I'll
the
take
energy.
that. I'll take that.
Okay, so where does come from? All right, means balancing emotions. Okay, John says being balanced in it means
All right,
being a
John.
balance in emotions.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
John trying to bring out the big guns.
Yes.
All right, Danny Yahoo, what's up, sir?
Hey, Danny
Shalom.
Yahoo. Yes, from the
From the
outskirts of
outskirts
Houston.
of Houston.
Good to see
What's
you.
up, man? It's good to see you. You back in town. I'm telling this
Yes.
business in the streets. Been all of Miami gallivanting going on.
All right, so all you people, okay, Don says, I think it takes two. Sometimes it's 70-30. As long as you are working toward the same thing, the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. So sometimes it's 70-30. I get that.
60-40.
Or 64. Okay, really?
50-50 love.
So it varies, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's what we want to find out from everybody. Okay, so Monique is in the building. Monique say, no, we need to give
sister.
100.
See, talk about it. That's my sister.
Not 100,
Yes.
but 100.
Right.
All to do what it makes it to thrive.
Mm.
All right. So she in her in my playbook.
Yes, all to do what makes it thrive, makes a relationship thrive. You are absolutely correct,
down.
sister. Yes. So 100, because everybody got to bring your all, right? You got to bring your all to the table, bring your all to the game. Let me ask all of us sports fans, right? And those of you who play, y'all, football and all those different things, like those sports.
Hold on. You say the sports? Okay. You say football?
Yeah.
Show me how they play football.
Oh, they do that. What they do? They do. Throw the ball. That's basketball. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, y'all know who was not playing sports in school. But listen, have you ever heard when the team huddles say, "Come on, y'all, bring your 50. Everybody bring your 50 in."
Do they say that?
Has that ever happened? All of my sports people that's in the building, in the chat. Do you bring only 50% to the game? Or are you bringing, like my sister said, 100 to the game? Because this is what is really making the difference, right? And I think it's how we're viewing our relationships, right?
Right.
When we're talking about this whole topic of what percentage, right? What are we looking at? That's the percentage of, and my question is even why are we even divvying things up like that?
So let's talk about it right quick. Shout out to Miss Raquel Denise Oglesby.
Woo,
welcome.
Hello, beautiful.
Good to see you.
She said working together works, period. Yes.
Working together. So if anybody saw my Instagram post, I think I posted it on here too, with something that Chris Rock said about serving one another. And this topic comes from one of my lovely, amazing daughters who, and if you saw the thumbnail, the thumbnail, you were able to see where
this conversation derived from.
Where this conversation kind of comes from. I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to show you the video, and I'm going to do a full out breakdown of it. Would like to.
You're gonna do a full out breakdown of it.
Yeah,
another time.
Another time. I'm going to talk all about it.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about it, and
so when you talk about it, since you're not going to talk about it with us tonight, you're going to talk about it. What is this? Is it for men only? Is it for all of us? I mean,
yeah. So it's, for some reason, it's not letting me share the screen, and it may be because it's from a particular television network.
Okay.
And everything. But anyway, it's the man cave, and this has been trending. One of my girls brought it to me, and it's like, Pop, there are some things that need to be talked about, and we did a video on not following or
celebrity
not
relationships.
Following the celebrities, because one of the things, and this is old news, you guys. We can go all the way back into biblical history. In the Maccabees, you saw that this particular mindset was even back then, to where they showed, they looked for a prominent person to influence the people, right? And that's kind of what goes on. And there's this brought out a lot of good questions. This particular video, I mentioned it in the description. It brought out a lot of good questions about gender roles.
Yeah.
It brought out a lot of good questions regarding, a man's role. But one of the things that it did, and that's good. That's good to talk about those kind of things.
Sure. Absolutely.
However,
we need more men conversations around the topics of anything that deals with relationships.
Right.
Right. Especially, for us as a nation of people.
Yes. Because
so much in history, there has not been much conversations around certain things, right? Especially we all know in your family there was some member that was part of the silent generation, right? Where there was just not a whole lot that was talked about.
And that's something that the guys talked a little bit about in the video or whatnot. And maybe we can do that together, but addressing men, because I like for them to hear a woman's perspective, especially on some of the things they said.
Now you want to play with me, y'all. I don't know. My feelings might be hurt.
I'll make it up to you later on. Oh, that's my came out quick. See, y'all see how I be macking.
We got some comments in the chat. Okay. But I want to get back to I think it was Nadia. She said she was talking about the 100. There we go.
Let's see here.
She said, "Yeah, they say to bring your 100
on the football that
you was talking about, on the field.
Yeah, on the field.
Gotcha.
You was talking
or
about
the court.
Football. On the court. Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Got it.
All right.
But she says she's assuming that 50-50 is your full 100 in your half of the relationship. Okay. So that's
a way to work it out.
Yeah.
That's a way to work it out.
Yeah.
Being creative like you was earlier. A shout out to Regina Danielle McGee.
Regina! Yes, that's my sister from the D.
Yeah.
The Dallas Fort Worth.
Up there.
Yes, yeah, my family up there.
She say 100 is required from both parties. All right. But I know my man is giving 110, 120%, if not 200 on some days.
Okay.
If not 200. I know Lee is busting it out. I mean, his bringer meter, what he bringing to the table, his bringer meter.
Really?
It's all the way over past I know all my dudes on here they bring a meter is broke.
And so are all my ladies. Am I right, ladies? If you agree, then go ahead, type in the chat. If you say, I bring my all to the relationship, I want you to type 100 in the chat for me. Let's show these men.
Shout out to my man.
Let's show these
Lee,
men
you already
that
know
we believe in bringing it all to the table.
up there.
Let
I
me
see you
see
trying to
those
pop up.
100s. Let's
That's
see
okay.
those 100s, ladies.
Put a 100 in the chat.
Put 100 in the chat for my ladies.
All right, for my
Thank
men,
you. Thank
put
you.
that
Thank you. Yes.
200.
Thank you, Raquel. Yes. Thank you,
For my
Jessica.
men,
Regina. Come on,
Put
Mom.
that 200.
Yes.
Where my men at? Where my
y'all gonna try to do 200?
Where my 99 cents until you ready? Wait a minute, B. Come on, 200. I need
Sonya, you know
that
your brother
one,
always
one,
making up a word.
I'm just saying, yeah, his bring up meter is on the point.
Right.
Shout out to Sabrina K.
Hey,
Sanders.
Sabrina.
Hey,
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Y'all are coming
okay,
through
come on,
tonight.
Lee. Okay, Lee, you got to
Lee living by his truth.
He must be.
Lee got it.
You know what? Regina must be on the other side of the room.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, Nadia. Okay, anyway, back to the video, because see, Nadia clowning. Nadia clowning.
Lee said, let the Most High make the rest right. Make up the rest. So he gonna make up the difference. Is that what you're saying, Lee?
Yeah. So anyway, the what's happening here? These guys were talking about certain things. Now, one of the things to know, you guys, I don't know if you followed Byron Allen back in 2020 when he's the owner of the Weather Channel, and he talked to this other producer guy, this other someone in higher up in the league. Well, they were, you have these TV networks that are geared to a certain population, right?
That's true.
Just so happens that none of those TV networks are run by the people that they are catering to, the population that they are catering to.
Gotcha.
AKA BET.
Yes.
So what is happening is, and the reason why we're talking about this is that when you listen to anybody, whether it be on TikTok, whether it be on any social media, if they're talking about the problem but never talking about a solution,
that's
take it with a grain of salt.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Not saying that the information and the questions that they brought out were good questions and everything, but understand that network is not run by people who look like them. True. Okay, so and the reason I say that is because you have to listen at what they were not saying when it came to the gender roles, because we have a unique situation, right? Not everybody in our community is doing well. Matter of fact, our wealth level never moved since 1865. So our great grandparents and great grandparents, we have the same level of wealth that they had.
Yeah.
Now that's not Ericology or Johnsonianism. You can look up Dr. Claude Anderson,
right?
And he talks about the fact of the economics of the African American in just the U.S. And I am sure that it's the same around the world in the diaspora. Okay, so with that being said, there were some things that that they didn't talk about as far as the disparities. Now they brought out the disparities between the woman making more money than the man.
Right.
Can you help? Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go back to. Let me go back.
Yeah, we
got
y'all
some, going.
Hey, Aunt Carol. Yes, Lafreda.
Yeah, that's Auntie.
That's Auntie.
Oh, she signed with you. Oh, okay.
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Moving on, Auntie. You supposed to be with me.
I like what. So Lee said. What was that? What is that? The wealth. Scroll down. There we go.
Okay. Yes.
The labor, the wealth, black labor, white wealth. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so basically, we hadn't moved up.
Zero of our dollars. That's right,
forward.
Regina.
in the gender roles, they talked about whether, and it's just a couple of things. My boy, I got two Johnsons on there. Jeff Johnson, who's a wonderful activist. I really love his content. And, he was like me. He was locked at one time. I know he's still locked in his heart or whatnot. And then there
much
is...
like you, right?
Yes, I am. And then there's Sling Johnson. That's on there as well. But they have Steve Harvey. And if you know, Steve Harvey wrote a book called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when that book came out, I was requested at several different book readings. Folks wanted to know what my take was on it.
Yeah.
And it was way far-fetched. And that's stories for another thing. But the reason why this is key with our population is the fact that we don't have the luxury of looking at 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because when you go through the history, I know some people get tired of hearing that, but the truth is the father was removed from the home in the 70s.
Absolutely. So it's not a level playing field.
No, it's not. So when you see a woman that's making money, and I talk about dumb women and stupid men, right?
You might need to expound on that.
Okay, so a dumb woman is...
You're going to get a whole lot of...
So a dumb woman, and this is in relation to a relationship. She says that this man has to have be 6'6". Right? He got to be 6 foot tall, making six figures, and have a six pack. Right? So, the six-figure thing, not saying, because it's a lie that there's more black men in the penitentiary than in college. That was dispelled.
Thank you.
Some of those things are being spoke over us.
Mm-hmm.
In the same way what I'm talking about with this. Now, if you have so back to the dumb woman who cannot accept a man who has reformed his life, but because even though he paid his debt to society, he cannot gain gainful employment.
Right.
So he might be working at a place that he's not making as much money as you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just $1,000. I mean, let's say he's not able to come up.
Yeah.
We know about how this 3-strike rule went out and how young black men were incarcerated for petty stuff.
Petty crimes.
And then given way exorbitant.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't bring that part out.
Yeah.
To give an even more honest. Now, I expected Jeff Johnson to do that because he's quote unquote an activist or whatnot.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's that atmosphere, right, was probably not the best place, especially for him. It would have been perfect, for us, in our opinion.
Right.
But I think that's a conversation of depth.
Yes.
That probably they weren't able to go into or what have you.
Again,
but I do think, like
who
what
they
you're
get their
saying,
check from?
Absolutely. Who's
them?
funding?
You don't want to
Where's
bite
the money?
the hand that
Yeah. So we got to look at all those dynamics or what have you. But I do think that when we look at, can a man be a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah, that was.
Can a man? What do y'all think? Can a man be a stay-at-home dad, or is that, is that far-fetched? We got some comments.
Okay, Lee women say they want Boaz, but don't want the order that comes with the walk.
Woo!
Shots fired.
Yes. And so true. So Sonia said most women want Boaz and overlook Jacob. Ooh. Okay. Yes. Nash said yes.
Oh no, he's talking to Lee.
Okay.
He can see it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so if we're looking at, can a woman, so we're looking at several different things, like a woman making more money than a man. We can start there.
Right.
Is that problematic in our relationships, especially as a nation of people? And how do you feel, mighty men, in the chat, in the room? do you feel like you are able to handle a woman who makes more money than you?
Yeah.
What
How about
what
that,
is the
fellas?
consensus on that? And then we'll look at the
Put a 1 in the chat if you okay with a woman making more money than you, and put a 2 in the chat if that's not okay with you.
so
There's
one
no
if it's
right or
okay,
wrong.
two if
We
it's
just
not.
want to know.
Yeah.
We just want to get a consensus. You know, get a
Yes.
consensus on it.
What
And
are
see
you
what
what are
y'all
your
think about
thoughts?
it.
Yeah. Because it's it's something that we have to have conversations around, because it's just the way that it is right now, right, we're seeing all these issues, and again, women are making, it's turned to where they're pushing our women, more, especially in the workplace or what have you, and it has really caused for certain relationships to have problems and issues, because again, like you said, our black men, our nation of men, they're struggling because there's been certain things that the system has not been so open to, and really directing them, at continuing as the breadwinner, so to speak.
Right. And so, where did the breadwinner thing come into place?
Well,
You know,
I mean, so we call it, of course, we have our ways of defining, certain things or what have you. But again, I think if we look at history, and we got to look at how it is, even if we go even for scripture, right? So there's just where they work together, right? It was a, togetherness all throughout. I mean, I don't, know where we get this whole idea of one is greater and one is, lesser than, or what have you. But they actually work together.
Yes.
However,
And who said that? Where do we got the documentation
what?
about they working together?
Oh, well, one of them is one of the accounts of Oluuda Equiano, right? And so these are books that are written, and there's tons out there, y'all.
That's right.
That we've got to really, find those books and get involved.
Yes.
Into reading those.
Lee, the Western
Lee is bringing it.
Mindset. Yeah, he bringing it.
Yes.
So in that.
Thank you. In Genesis.
That's where we come from with the that's where I come from when I say dumb women. The women who sleeping on good men who, according to the system, unless he goes to into entrepreneurship,
yeah,
he's not going to make more money than you.
Yeah,
there's more of them than there is, and then too, when you understand the school to pipe, the prison pipeline, the pipeline to prison whole thing,
right,
where education happened. Me being one. Now, I didn't go to prison, but I got put in the orange group because I read slow. But I understood what I read when I read it. And Miss Hayes, she put me in the orange group. And the people in the green group, they could read fast, but they didn't know what.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. You're way beyond those years.
Yes.
Yeah. It's all right, y'all. Pray for him. Pray for him.
I knew I could read. I understood everything I was saying.
We're just trying to relate, pipeline to prison to you being in the orange group in your reading.
The school system didn't do our men any favors.
Okay.
And right now they're putting our boys on.
Right, Raquel? He played too much.
They're putting our boys on. What's up, Kaheem?
Hey,
they're putting our boys in on these drugs and stuff like that called ADHD and all of these different things. I know those things are there. However, there are times when they should not be there. Okay, so anyway, so our boys, let's say our men get a bad rap, but they reform their life. They working in good place. They're at Home Depot. Yeah. They at their record is keeping them from going into management. Yeah. And because we work with these people, our brethren, in the community, we know and we've seen this firsthand. I'm not telling you, I didn't read this out the book.
Yeah,
I seen this firsthand. Yeah. So that's that for a dumb woman, but a stupid man. A stupid man is a man, and I've seen this too, in where we work. A stupid man is one who woos a woman who is making more than him, doing well. He's got a job and everything. He's doing, he's making money, but she puts him in the BMW or the Lexus or whatever.
So the BMW that she bought?
The
Lexus that she bought?
Bring him into Lake Olympia or the Woodlands or, one of these lands or lakes. See, in Houston, you got the plantation, Sienna Plantation. I don't know why anybody want to go and move to a plantation. But anyway, they move into these big places.
Yeah.
And then he has to go back to the hood and floss with what she done helped him get.
What she done helped him?
She done.
That's
New
right.
Canaan for she has.
That's where you're from.
Okay.
Right.
So she done,
So she's provided for him
a comfortable situation.
But
he got to go out and take, young thing in the convertible that she done bought and flossing in the hood. Just, that's a stupid man. That's a stupid man. That's a stupid man.
I see that.
So it's dumb women and stupid men, dumb women who cannot see beyond what a person can bring and so on and so forth. And then they mentioned this about babysitting, about a man babysitting. Let me let y'all know right now, gentlemen, there is no babysitting your own kids. Okay, I'm trying to, not even kids, your own children.
Right.
Because they're not ghosts.
Right.
There is no babysitting your children. And one of the brothers tried to bring that up. I think it was Jeff that tried to bring it up.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that, let's say you did stay at home as a man. Listen, my wife wouldn't have to do nothing. One of the brothers brought that out. No, she wouldn't have to do nothing.
Because what you do, baby?
Oh, man, the house will be spick and span. Everything will be taken care of. She come home to food, the children have been fed and talk and put in the bed. And then I can massage them feet.
All right. Well, let me let you know the business plan that I got working, so I can have all of that. What you talking about?
Like you don't get it already.
Okay.
So
yes,
it's a thing. It's a whole thing about these gender roles. And I'm trying to stay on top of y'all because it's already 39 minutes.
Well, I mean, so I think what we have is with the gender roles, right? Is we have so much that's going on with everybody, to the point that you're making is that everybody is trying to do what the other person is already equipped to do. And we're, and in some way, they're trying to like overthrow each other. Right. Or make each other insignificant.
Right.
And that's where we cause so much friction in the relationship. And that's what we asked too, was traditional or non-traditional, right?
What is traditional anyway?
What is that?
Because one, if I'm down, for instance, this was something my mama told me. She must have had a premonition that Elaine was going to extract a bunch of children. You tried to get to it before
I tried.
Yeah, that Elaine was going to extract as many children from me as she did successfully. Oh, she had it down to a science. Every 2 years, she was snatching one out of me, right? So mama used to tell me when I was a little boy that I was going to have to do, you get in here and you do the job right the first time.
Thank you, mama.
And then she told you gonna learn how to do all of this. I know how to cook.
Yes.
I know how to clean. I know how to. Matter of fact, cleaning. Who in here know about on Saturday morning you can't go outside and play until you done clean the house?
Yeah.
The house had to be clean on Saturday, and you
it.
couldn't go out.
And so now they call that old school.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that considered traditional? you know, because now kids are always indoors, right? Playing video games, you know, and whatever. But we've got to, so for me, well, let's look at the chat. So we've got some comments, and then
Yeah. So
I'll
Lee
make
had,
sure
but the most,
I'll bring some
but
other
you must
points
put
out.
your expectation in on the table from the jump, based on Torah, based on
Yes.
scripture,
Yes.
based on scripture,
Absolutely.
hands down.
Absolutely. Well said.
Let me see here. It said everything has to be clean here on Saturday. Oh, she still got it going on. You got that tradition going on.
Yes.
Okay, so but but two, what a disservice. Not saying that, because like Elaine won't let right now. We have particular roles that we play, but it's not necessarily gender roles.
Right.
Right. There was a situation where, you know, we were trying to rebuild. We had just lost everything. Back in 2001,
Mm-hmm.
I was back at my mama's house, young man,
Yep.
20 kids,
Thank you,
in a
Mama.
10 by 10 room,
Whew.
and was going to work, getting up in the morning, going to work. Now,
Yeah.
I could have been like how I grew up, where I lay there and let my wife get the girls ready, put the food on, brush the girls' teeth, because it was two at the house, right?
Y'all remember where I'm from, though, right?
Third wall, on the good side, next door to the washateria,
Yeah.
right? But it wasn't even that thing. We were together in this.
Absolutely. It was a team,
A team
all
effort.
from the beginning, and that's the thing that, you know, what we find it a stretch to understand, you know, is that, you know, now that we have the talk of, you know, the roles and who's going to do what, you know, or a woman should only do,
Right.
or a
Right.
man should only do, right? But when you look at it as, you know, we're a team. Like,
Hands
that's
down.
the only way we're going to ever really succeed, is if we see each other as teammates, right?
Right.
We're in it together.
Mhm.
So that's important.
That's right. So you said, so with the, as being teammates, the I learned how to comb hair.
Mm-hmm. That's the comment. That's what you're doing.
That's the rubber band.
That's the rubber band. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. And what's that? That's
the
barrette. Okay, the barrette. Mm-hmm. And listen.
That's how you get it done.
Yes.
That's how your boy had to get it done.
And that was what we did, right?
Yeah.
In order to make it work, right? To
Yeah.
be where we had to be
on time.
right?
Mhm.
And to really look at, like, you know what? Because look, those are Eric's children too.
That's
Those
right.
are his daughters.
That's right.
So why is it that it should be expected to only fall on me, and I'm the only hair comber and the only breakfast, you know, provider, feeder? You know, I'm making up words here, y'all. But we are a team.
Mhm.
And so the thing about it was we were able to see the need, and we just went
Whatever
into
needed
play.
to happen, and we had to get it done. And
Yeah.
look, guys, okay, so even when every time we had a baby, you breastfed, right?
Mhm.
So if Elaine woke up in the morning, in the middle of the night, to breastfeed the baby, I woke up too, and then I burped the baby,
Right.
so she can go ahead and get her some rest,
Right.
right?
While I was nursing, he was asleep.
Yeah.
But then he always knew, it was just like clockwork. When the baby was done feeding, he would lean over and grab the baby, and I pass the baby on to him, and I go back to sleep.
Yes, and I'm
was
with
a
the
team.
baby, and we burping and whatnot.
Yes.
And it was a wrap. But hey, guys, this is the good part about it. So when both of us are tired, we tired together. But when we not tired, it is time to bow chicken, wow, wow. We not tired together.
I think you just proven, hence all the children, right?
Oh, so that's how you did it.
That wasn't, anyways.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a thing together. Everybody should bring something to the table, and that was something that they said. And look, what time? We had 45 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, so here, let me go back here. So one of the things, let me see here.
Well, let me add this too, because I know you mentioned even, or the video talked a little bit about even the way that our young ladies and women now are proposing to their
Yeah. Yeah.
men.
Now that one I want to get into because
okay,
I have
you're gonna
to
go deep in
really
that?
dissect
'Cause-
into that and how that, because there's a lot of wedding things
Mm.
that we do that let's say, even if you identify as Christian, if you identify as Christian and you hold that book and you say, this is my Bible, I am what it says I am, and I can do what it says I can do. If you are that person, you are accountable to this too. A lot of the wedding practices that we have are not the wedding practices of the scripture.
That's true.
Let me say it again. It's a lot of things we do that we say that we want to just please the Lord. Or Jesus be a fence all around me every day. We say these things, but we're not paying attention to what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So I forgot where I was going with that. But because Jesus be a fence just kind of got me.
Yes. I mean, but because we were talking, real quick, and I just wanted to just kind of chime in on that piece with the, we're talking about the traditional and non-traditional roles, but even that has changed, with women proposing to men now.
Oh yeah, about the proposal.
And that is, listen, ladies, I'm I find that so. I mean, it's so much of that is it's interesting, quite interesting, but we know that it is also, I'm so bothered by that. I really am. Because, and this is my personal opinion, this is not, my disclaimer out here, but I see so much of where our men, we're confusing our mighty men, y'all. I just believe that so much of what we're trying to do, as you pointed out earlier, with what we're trying to do to prove that we can do something better than, or I can, in the sense of I can have it all. Yeah, you can have it all, but you've got to look at, some things are just basic. We can never get away from the basics.
And there's
right?
a trade-off.
And there's always a trade-off. But one of the things is that we're not having communication. We're not having real communication. When you are interviewing your prospect, you need to be having conversations about what you require. Like, how long? Listen, I will not be just hanging around and being your boo thing, or your thing boo, or your boo boo, or whatever you want to call it, or your thing. I will not be participating in that for no more than however long for you. Why are we allowing for these relationships to go on for years without a requirement to say that, hey, if we're, if you're serious about this, then my deadline is this. This is what I require, as if this is a boundary for me, or this is a deal breaker for me. And because we're not having these conversations, real communication, and saying what it is that we want truly in the relationship,
up front,
none of so much is where it's feeling like, well, he's just not coming on, he's not proposing to me, so I'm going to propose to him. Listen, if a man does not let you know that he wants you, he don't want you.
Hands down. Listen, it don't take no man no long time to know whether or not he want to marry you.
Absolutely.
I do you one even better than that. If the man is a follower of the Messiah,
yes,
and he says that he hears from the Most High Yah, it don't take him no long time. He got instructions.
Absolutely.
He got instructions.
Absolutely.
So trying to, do this, and again, if you identify as Christian, you know that's out of line, because your Messiah is coming for you. The bridegroom is coming for you. Even in our Westernized weddings, the bride comes in when it's actually the groom.
Yeah.
But that's another
Yeah,
another subject.
yeah.
So let me go on into this. So basically, what's happening, y'all, is keeping count. And keeping count is one of the top 10 ways to destroy your relationship. If you are splitting hairs over who does what, over who makes this amount of money, for one, when Elaine was a work from home mother,
Yeah, y'all hear that?
if you go and get
Work from home.
hands
I
down,
was never a stay at home. No.
sitting down eating bonbons and
No.
whatnot. No, educating our children. We took a hit
Yeah.
financially.
Mama Linda.
And that takes us back. Hey, Mama Linda, that takes us back to understanding our prosperity is our posterity. Somebody put in the chat what posterity means. Because that's something that we have to do. Because if you read that Bible and this is my Bible and I am what it says I am and I can do what it says I can do, in there, it talks about the fathers turning their heart back to the sons. Lest a curse be come upon them.
Yeah.
I know that we ain't in Bible study, but I just want to. This is life. That is your constitution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understand? That is your constitution and for how you're going to function in your life.
Absolutely.
Now, I love to talk about the Proverbs 31 woman because it says her, to bring that into the conversation because her husband sat at the gate.
Yeah,
he was out there with the elders because if you know anything about the particular culture, in order for you to understand those words that are in there and not read, see, that's the difference between reading the Bible and studying the Bible. So if you learn anything about that relationship, and we're not trying to go deep or whatnot, but just want to give you just a taste of this piece that you got to understand the culture at that time about him sitting at the gate.
Yeah,
because that's where decisions are made. That's where the elders are. That's where the rule of law was handled or whatever. But it says that his heart does safely trust in his wife. So for those guys I kid you not, if you were to recognize what even from the woman's physiology, she makes more.
Yes.
Right? She takes a few mLs of liquid from you and she gives you back an entire soul. Let me say that again for the people.
Say it again for the people in the back and the balcony. Yes.
People give when a woman takes those 3 mLs, the few little mLs, probably ain't even 3 mLs.
Your seed.
She gives you back a soul.
All
you
fingers
gave her,
and toes and eyes and
you gave her something physical, but she gave you something with a mind, spirit, and body.
Hey, Shayna. Yes.
She's giving you more than what you gave.
Absolutely.
So if you can recognize and not try to lord it over her. But again, this video was a wonderful video, and it was a lot of things that were cliche, and the 3 Ps and all of that. That's all good. But we gotta talk about that posterity. Let me see who said that about the posterity.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit that right quick, and I don't. We got about 6 minutes. Posterity. Say posterity is something like everything you produce that comes after you. Like your child.
Come on, Kaheem.
How's about posterity?
Yes.
Is your children, your lineage, your legacy. When we value that before we get married to somebody.
Absolutely.
I value, as a woman, value your portal because you bring life into the world and you don't want to bring a soul from a lineage that you don't want to have nothing to do with. And men, your seed, treat it like gold. Because if you don't treat it like gold, your gold gonna be took. Read Proverbs. Proverbs talks about child support. Talks about child support.
It's in the book.
Talking about those they just started a fellowship up there in Mesquite.
Yes,
they did. She and her hubby. So, but anyway, Yeah, you got to understand that when you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, that woman was doing business,
Right,
not
right.
business,
Business.
business. Hmm?
That's right. Yes, sir.
She was handling business.
Yes, sir.
She didn't stop to go say, honey, do you think? No, yeah. If you go into numbers and whatnot, you'll see where, there's certain legislation there that says about doing certain things or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is what it is. Yeah, so it is what it is. So, with that, when we
Hey,
understand that we
Eva.
bring what we bring, together,
Yes, yes.
when we bring what we bring together, we don't have
As
to
a team.
as a team.
Yeah.
While Lane was a work from home mom, I was working out of the home. I didn't save my money.
Mm-hmm.
It was our money.
Hello.
It was our money. Because truth be told, if Elaine didn't tell me that she wasn't going back to work, she was staying home with the baby. Yeah, she told me. And I went to the numbers because, guys, we be numbers.
You went to calculating.
I went to calculating and I realized I was paying for her to go to work. But had she stayed on that job,
yes,
she was going to be
that's
making
right,
more
Regina.
money. She was in insurance.
Yeah.
She was going to be making way more money than me.
Yeah.
Even though I had gotten into management at Texas Children's.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to be making more money than me.
Because again, that's that posterity though, right? So even the work from home was still establishing our posterity.
Hands down.
It was not just Eric's job and Eric's responsibility, right? Just because providing the money, but we still were working as a team so that our posterity could go farther than us, right? So they could be really grounded and rooted in understanding their purpose, what they are here for, not just to make good money. That's good. That's fine. It's got its place. But even people who have money are miserable. But if you don't teach them and give them character and give them Torah, as we have Lee that's talking about our book, right? Our scriptures, giving them what really matters. What about the spirit of the man, of the person? We're not looking in depth at the things that really is going to catapult you throughout this life, right? Because if we don't have that foundation, and a lot of this comes from just really looking at what the basics are, right? We can't get away from the basics, y'all.
No.
There's just some things that when we're talking about some of these relationship dynamics and issues, the basics are the foundation. We cannot get away from what, I don't care how much intelligence we got. I don't care how we come and we see you in the chat, John. And we see you scroll up, he's left some comments. It was like, y'all see my messages. But listen, there are just some things that we cannot get away from. Yeah. And so the dynamics and morals have changed of different people, but it does not still mean that the basics change. Basics are let's look at the basic needs, right? Food, water, shelter, right? Those are basic needs, but they're even basics in relationship, right? Your foundation. If you don't have a spiritual foundation, you cannot get away from that. So water is a basic. We can't live without water. I don't care how much you gained in your knowledge and your understanding. You can go more without food than water, right? Yes. And even we've got, there's a wonderful man that he literally has not had water, and you can look it up on YouTube or what have you, but he still climbs a coconut tree where he's from in the Caribbean, and he pulls down a coconut and he drinks coconut water. Right? So let's just look at how we're looking at relationships, and we're looking at things being redefined. We got to be careful with that.
That's right.
Because we got to know that the basics are still going to be the basics, and that's the moral standpoint, right?
Right. Hands down.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. Look, I don't care how much calculus you're doing, you still doing addition and subtraction.
You can,
multiplication and division.
You can have it. You can.
I don't care how much trigonometry.
Trigonometry,
Optonology. Is that Okay, I just felt that and I just threw that in there. But yeah, you still got to deal with the basics. Look, we
Yes.
are over our time, y'all. This has been a wonderful, wonderful time
Yes.
we've had. But yeah, and keep your eye out for the full breakdown of that
Mhm.
particular video, because there was several things they said, even as far as the education of the children.
Yes.
You don't know about, you ain't been to no PTA meeting, you ain't been to this and you ain't been to that. As a father, it's your job
to know those things.
It's your reasonable sacrifice.
Yeah.
If you can stay up and watch a football game, you can go to the PTA meeting. My name is Eric, and I was a former PTA, PTO president and treasurer. There's no excuse. The people at the school knew who I was. They knew who Johnson was. So they knew not to mess over my children.
Regina said, "We grown. We can't stay longer."
we try to keep it to an hour, just from our feedback and everything. But this had to be talked about and everything. Look,
and if we miss your comments, it was not on purpose.
No.
But we saw some things, and a lot of the stuff we don't always get. But yes, thank you for your comments. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Y'all, this is what we've got to continue to talk about these things.
So if you have stayed to the end of this video, go ahead and make sure that you subscribed.
Yes.
Ring the bell, right? So you get a notification when we go live.
Yes.
We're going to have some more content coming out on
even a more regular basis too. Yeah,
some good stuff coming
and
out.
some more invites, and we got some good stuff coming.
We got some other stuff, some wonderful things coming. It's always a pleasure to serve you guys. Also, you go to Facebook. Inside the description, our Facebook link, our Twitter link, Instagram link, all of that.
Yeah.
And we're about to be doing some TikToks.
And listen, we are also on Wani Radio. So if you do not have the Wani app, and that's WONI, Wani Radio is an amazing and awesome platform that is available for us as a nation of people. And we are there, and there are many others who are there, and you're getting great content. And you're getting great information that's going to change your life. I promise you, from dietary to music, all of our jazz lovers, herbs. Yes.
If you don't have to, instead of listening to music, and you want to learn some more in the scripture, they have an audio Bible that's played. That's round the clock. That's playing
for you. Yes, for your well-roundedness and all of your interests, and of course relationships, right?
Yes.
And so we are one of the couples that are featured, and we have another dynamic couple as well. But listen, we want you all to really be encouraged. Listen, we know that there's a whole lot that's against our relationships, but keep the faith.
Hands down.
Let's not give up on what we know is the basics, right? And the basics that we all need is love. The basics that we all need is each other. So we can't have that without having one another. So thank y'all.
Don, what you want in the chat?
What Don say? That's my sister.
She said, can I put that in the chat?
Yes. But again, yes, we'll put Wani Radio in there as well. And Wani Radio and WHOI as well. So it's the same. The Wani Radio is the app, but we're on the WHOI that you'll find us when you go to their website. But we're on Thursdays twice, one at 10 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. and then again at 6:15 p.m. on Thursdays. So check us out, y'all.
Yes. Matter of fact, you can hear Lee and Regina.
Yes.
On there as well.
Absolutely. Yes. You want some good teaching? Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's good stuff and good content. So make sure that you download the Wani app and join in on some of that good.
Good. And look, one of the other things too about Lee, if you don't, it's a lot of information that will blow your mind in that scripture. It's there.
Mhm.
It's awesome. Let me see here. I'll pull up the link and I'll put it in the chat again. So come back and look at the video. Also, share the video, y'all. Share it to folks, family that might
Yes.
have some input on it and everything. I want to send a shout out to the Goshen group. That's another.
Yes.
They have Bible studies on tonight, tomorrow
And
night, and on
Fridays.
Saturdays,
Yes.
Fridays
And
and Saturdays.
Saturdays. Absolutely. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
They've been supporting what we've been doing as
Yes.
well. You can go to GoshenGroup.com, I believe it is.
Yes.
GoshenGroup.com. So a lot of good people out there if you want to get your study on. There you go, Regina. Thank you so much.
See, that's my
Yes. See,
sister
that's what I'm talking
from
about.
another mister.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on,
Right
Regina.
there.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
yes.
love right there. That's
Hands down.
teamwork, right? See? Yes.
Hands
Hey, Elizabeth.
Down. Who's that?
Elizabeth Rousseff.
Oh my goodness,
Don't
Diva.
let me get it right.
Denise
Diva!
Daughtry. Hey, love.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We miss you.
Yes. 12th Foundation.
Yes.
Texas Women I want to say Enterprise.
Texas Women's Empowerment Foundation. I got you, Diva.
That's right. That's how long it's been. You see all this gray hair. See, I ain't have all this gray hair.
I still got black hair though, Diva. You see how ain't the father good?
Anyway.
All right. But anyway, y'all know we can go on and we enjoy this so much. Yes, sister saying some good stuff too. She said for me to lock you down.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about none of that.
But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your input. And listen, share this with somebody because this is our Heal Thy Relationship series.
Yes.
So which is healthy relationship series. So make sure that you are inputting and impacting someone else's life by sharing this kind of content.
Hands down.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
And multiply blessings. Later.
See y'all later.